case, he was putting everything into it. I was a little bit lucky. But what I'm trying to show there is if, don't just like me right this time. So as I grab here, I'm going to protect my throat, throw my arm over his shoulder. As I pull here, I'm going to get at a, what's this angle again? Perpendicular. And I'm going to pop his knee out here as I pull up. So, he goes to guillotine me. I'm going to grab here and I want to sink my body weight down. Throw my arm over his shoulder. Yeah, I'll try to do it. You're not going to be able to move me too much. If anything's going to happen, it'll be what happened before, and especially if I take it out there, it will go flat down. But if he holds me there, fine. I'm not going to get choked now. I can go off to the side, pop up, and then maybe take it down from there. All right, makes sense? Any other questions? All right, guys. I guess later we're going to have a demo or now?
You can do a demo now.
Who's grappling? The two guys are going to grapple? All right, I guess I'm going to officiate this. These fellas are going to do some ground fighting.
So, we now have our two grapplers, Ahmed and Caleb. This should be quite interesting and fun.
We got Ahmad and Gil.
So when you guys meet for
This is a brand new thing. This is kind of a first chance for me to meet people. So as people come and want to do something, I'll set a date. They'll get dates straightened out, try to get this room, and we'll start. So see me afterwards if you're into it. All right, guys. Try not to kill each other. Ow!
Yeah.
Go, man. Just be relaxed. Use good technique. Nice.
Caleb is not letting go of this hold. He does not want to lay on top.
Right now he's got him in half guard. He's actually not in a bad position even though he's on his back. And his hand is around for the choke, but if he really wants to finish it, he's got to get that other leg out and around so he gets a full lock on around his torso with his legs.
Stands right now, both of them like
So right now it's a stalemate. I'll give you go a few more seconds.
they're both trying to get out.
All right, guys, stop there for a second. Let's get you. Let's start from the guard. You get the guard. The guard is a position you have to learn to love. It's not easy to start out on your back if you're not used to it, but after you do it for a while, it might be your favorite position. Go ahead, guys.
Here we go.
Nice. Very nice.
No, but Caleb's almost on. However, Ahmed uses his weight to help him out.
He's going to try to get a rear naked choke.
And it's super effective.
Very nice.
Ooh, let's pop him off. Let's see. Ahmed has him in a decent hot right now.
Come on, Ahmed.
Oh.
All right.
What's with the time?
Mount control again. So worst position to put in. guys are going to give it like maybe 1 more minute.
And the minute starts.
Just give 1 minute on time, okay?
Jay still hasn't been moving a lot.
Yeah, right now he's got him in a north-south position. There's not really, both guys are working well on getting position, and they're working hard on that. The finishes aren't coming yet because they're both being very good defensively. Now he gets this as a nice position. It's very good for a cranking, but he got out of it, he got his head popped out. And he's trying to pass his guard. And he's going for Americana, which I would wait until you pass the guard first.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds.
Come on, push.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good job, guys. Good job. Terrific. So anyway, what you saw, these guys both they have wrestling backgrounds, or definitely grappling backgrounds, because they're very good at moving each other. If you saw it positionally, one guy rolled the other fairly often, more than often happens. And the only thing you have to do is you have to, especially if you're a good wrestler, you have to learn a couple of finishes. But the key thing is to be as good defensively and to be patient. So the ideal thing is if you can angle your hips enough, you shouldn't have to grapple. You shouldn't have to roll that many times. You should be able to just stay there, wait for the guy to make the wrong move, and then you finish him. So, just, you know, these guys did great though. And like I said, I'm excited to have people like that to roll with myself and to train with. So, if there are no other questions, yes? We try to get, you know, I've trained with some awesome women. The smart thing is for them to do both. I think girls should train with girls primarily because just the size difference, unless you get some guy who's your own size, because there are some small guys who work fine. If they're working with guys, you have to trust that they know they're not going to put all their weight on you. I mean, they're just things you just, you know, if I'm on, there's a girl, she's a 6'4" professional dominatrix. She was a volleyball player, like an Olympic volleyball player, basketball player in Canada. 6'4" dominatrix. She came to Henzo's because she wanted about 180 legs, like up to here, and she wanted to learn how to wrestle with her customers. She wound up becoming a black belt, and she's phenomenal. She's one of the. But the thing is, every time I would roll with her, her chest would be bigger because she'd be getting implants all the time. So I had to make sure that as I was on top, that you weren't putting too much pressure. You have to take those things into consideration when you're rolling with somebody. You can't treat a woman like it's a guy. You have to do different things, and especially that was an unusual, almost great, hyper-exaggerated case of what happens with that. But you have to watch out. You have to be careful, and I don't think it's necessary to wear chest protectors and everything. But you should be able to roll with guys if they have good control. And I did. I mean, but the thing is, she got so good and she's so strong that if I left her my legs, I knew I was going to get locked. So after a while, I was like, well, if you deflate, you wanted to roll hard, so is. So anyway, anything else? Any other questions? Great, great. Thanks.
No, not yet.
All right. Well, thank you, Amici, for coming up and. All right. Next up is the Brooklyn College Taekwondo.
Alright, so the Taekwondo Club, we focus on sparring, forms, and self-defense. In the sparring aspect, the forms aspect, the purpose of a form is to learn how to fight. So what we'll be doing is a series of punches and kicks, which will teach us how to defend certain maneuvers. So we're gonna do
赛准备。